Hi, hello, and welcome to today's class. Today we'll be talking about self-introduction. Self-introduction. So, what is self-introduction? Self meaning yourself, you. Introduction is to tell about yourself. So, when do you introduce yourself to others? When they don't know about you, when you're meeting them for the first time, when you're in a new job, you're in a new school, you introduce yourself to those who you meet. What do you introduce about yourself? You tell them your basic details, your name, where are you from, what are your interests, your skills, maybe about your personality. But all of this should not be too long because they're going to lose interest and they're going to start thinking of someone else. Everybody's interest, attention span has become so less nowadays, and it's very difficult for people to retain so much about you um, later on. So it's better to stick to a self-introduction that lasts for anywhere between 1 to 2 minutes. And it has to stick to the very important aspects of yourself that you think stands out to others, would stand out to others. And it should not be memorized. You should never write something down and memorize it and say the same words again and again, same sentences again and again to every person you meet. It should be spontaneous. It should be natural. It should be relevant and clear, positive, concise, meaning short. And okay, so these are the basic points to remember when you introduce yourself. The key ingredients or the key parts of a self-introduction of first, mainly your name. So my name is, before you say my name is, you would greet people. So it'll be, hi, somebody's name, or hi, Merlin, hi, or hello, everyone, good morning, nice to meet you. My name is Anita. So I would be saying, hi, everyone. My name is Anita. That's first part, your name. Then, where are you from? I'm from Chennai. So that's where I'm from. So you would be saying, wherever you're from. I'm from Tirchi. I'm from Madurai. I'm from Delhi. I'm from Bombay, wherever it is. And then you would be talking about what you do. I'm a student. I study, or I work, or I'm a housewife, or whatever it is that your role in life is. And then maybe a little bit about your work experience. I've been working as so and so for this company for this many years, and I like singing. That's my passion. I like acting. That's my passion. Or your personal interests and hobbies. Just one line, and then anything that you think is very personal, very relevant. More than personal, it would be relevant to that particular situation. Like, for example, if you're there for a job interview, what is that one thing that you would want your job interviewer to know about yourself, which is in terms with what job you have applied for? What aspect of yourself do you think your employer would be looking in you? So you would say that aspect. I'm hardworking. I'm patient if you're a teacher, if you've applied for a teacher's job. I like children if you're a teacher, and stuff like that. Or if you are relevance also means if you have come to you have shifted recently and you're a student, you're meeting new friends. So relevance there would be which school you studied in before. And so I was in as the school in this standard, and now I've joined here in this standard, so that would be relevant. So your name, where are you from, your job or whatever you're studying, your work experience or your education or your training. If you're not working currently, whatever you have already studied or your training. Then personal interest, hobbies, and anything that is relevant to that particular situation. Okay, so let's look at examples. Hi there, I'm Alex from Seattle. That's a way to introduce yourself. That's just the first sentence, and then you will go on to add your work experience and your interest and everything. So there are a few, basic tips that you can incorporate when you introduce yourself. First one being, you smile. Very basic. You wouldn't have a straight face, or you wouldn't be angry. Hi, everyone. I'm Anita. Who would not do that? You would be smiling. So smile and look at the person you're talking to. Good eye contact is when the other person is going to be interested in you, is looking at you, is listening to you, taking in information that you give in. So eye contact, smile, basic. And then you would need to be confident and have an upright posture. You wouldn't be, slouching. You wouldn't be looking somewhere else or looking down on the floor, meddling with your clothes, or, feeling, hi, I am Anita, that wouldn't look nice at all. So, and then if you are nervous, which some of us are most of the time, take a deep breath before you start. Just breathe in, do that. And just keep it short. Anywhere between 1 minute to 2 minutes, it's perfectly more than enough. And avoid memorizing, or do not repeat something that you have said just then. Don't repeat, don't memorize. Just make it sound natural, like you're just on the spot doing it. You should be doing it on the spot. And then, so why is self-introduction so important? Because the first impression that someone has of you is the first few sentences that they hear you say about yourself. So how interesting you make it, how positive you make it, is what impression that the person is going to have about you when they think of you, when they recollect about you, when they talk about you to someone else, or that they have to recommend you, or they're deciding whether to select you if it's an interview. So that is why introduction is so important. It sets the pace for any other communication that happens therein, which is why you would have to pay, close attention to the exact words that you say and how you say it. Okay, so okay, that's about it. You can actually, for the first time, if you're doing it in English, if you're not a native speaker of the English language and you're learning to speak in English for the first time and you're introducing yourself in English for the first time, it would help if you could put down these points that I said. First, just write name, background, or where you're from. And just write your name there, where you're from, write that, your work experience, write that. So just put down all this and then make sentences using all these words, make sentences and practice. Practice in front of a mirror. If you are doing it for the first time, first you would do it in front of a mirror, and then you're sure you're confident you can pull it off. Then you would do it with your loved ones, your parents, your brother, sister, anybody you can catch a hold of, make them sit in front of you, practice with them. Say the whole thing, see how nervous you are, see how confident you are able to be, see what mistakes you make, correct yourselves, let them correct you. So practice. So thank you so much and happy learning.